What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Queen Sugar Season 2, Episode 1 review. Let's get right into my recap / review of tonight's episode. So we started off with Nova in her yard taking down scarves from, the laundry. I remember my grandmama used to have a little laundry thing like that in her backyard when I was little. You used to go get them and had a little pins and shit, taking back to my childhood. And so she's wrapping the scarves in some gift paper for someone, but we don't know who that someone is. So while she's doing that, we see this white man, a little white dick, come out of her house. And it's apparent that they've had a one-night stand. And he's, trying to see if they can see each other again. But she like, skirt on these niggas. I don't love these niggas. We do this for fun. Don't take it personal, baby. She knows some scissor type shit like I fucked you. It's over. Be gone. So we see Charlie with a sickening ass red lip. That red lip gave me nothing but life, and that power suit she had on, and she's in a meeting trying to get a loan for the Queen Sugar meal. They agree until they learn that her estranged husband, Davis, isn't involved. They won't give her the loan unless he's involved because his brand is very lucrative, so she agrees to make it happen. Now, mind you, Remy, her new boo thing, is in the meeting. He's mad because she was blindsided by that news. And so he suggests that they don't see each other romantically until she gets a divorce. Because, he really feeling her. And he tired of getting his little light skin feelings hurt. So Violet, Aunt Vi, got on her good Oprah 2002 circa wig on. And she's down at the High Yellow Diner. And she's hired women from the halfway house to come work at the diner because Ralph Angel taught her about giving people second chances. And I think that's beautiful. And I wish more companies would do that for people that are, out of halfway houses, out of jail. I think it would just help, the community and just people in general so they don't go back to their life of crime and the shit they used to be on. So we see Ralph Angel, Darla, and Blue, and they're on the tractor. They're just a cute little old chocolate cute family. And he shows Blue a part of the land that he named Blue's Corner just for him so he can have a place to go to when he just wants to think and have peace. And so Darla asks him, has he talked to his sisters yet? Because, on the season finale from last season, he found out that his father actually left Queen Sugar, the land or whatever, to him. So he says no. He wants to enjoy the moment. And, he licked his little good old chocolate, the diver lips, and he looking at Darla. And I'm just like, Darla, me and you about to get pregnant tonight. Come on, girl. And so they just hug and they have a really cute little sexual chocolate moment. I just live. By the way, if you've ever read my book, Cranes in the Sky, my character Shaheem looks exactly like Ralph Angel. So Micah is in the car with Kiki, who I love. I love her character so much. And it's his birthday, and his daddy just bought him this brand new expensive-ass car. And she's driving it, because she never had no shit like that. She used to drive a little rinky-dink tractor trucks and shit. So they go, and they have lunch with Charlie, and Micah feels like his dad is trying to buy him and his affections to make himself feel better. Charlie tells him not to let his dad's issues spoil his day. I'm like, exactly. Don't let the devil fool you, Micah. So Aunt Vi is at home stalking Hollywood's Facebook page, and she realized he updated his profile pic. And he got a picture up there like, aha, nigga, yeah, I'm about to go to the club, got his good button up. And she's in her feelings because they broke up last season. And it's looking like he's moving on with life without her. So she tries to call him, but he doesn't answer the phone. So Nova calls and says that she wants to take Charlie out for Micah's birthday. And Violet like, you ain't fooling nobody. You just trying to get out here and get you some more dick. But okay, girl, I'll go out with you anyway. So Nova is at her friend's baby shower, and she gifts those scarves to the girl because she's having twins. So the girl and all these other women that Nova knows are all sitting around. They're just talking about raising kids without a father and how everything doesn't have to be traditional like it was growing up. And I, for one, agree that I don't think that you have to have a father in order to raise a child. I'm a single parent. I've raised my son on my own, and he is a phenomenal person. And it would have been great if his father was in his life. Of course, every, child should have a father if they like in their life, if that's the route that you took where you laid down with somebody. But I feel like if you're a woman of a certain age and you're not in a relationship and you're not married and you're not in love and you want to have children, have you your fucking children and raise them on your own. And so they're also talking about not having a man to be complete. And I 100% agree about that. In order to, I feel like being in a relationship, you must be complete within yourself, because you can't be 50% trying to give your all to somebody else. You need to be 100% on his end, so y'all can be 200 together. You don't need to be two half broken ass people trying to come together in a relationship. So Nova brings up dating outside of your race and not being so hung up on finding the black man. Another thing that I agree with Nova, honey, I have been gave up a long time ago just about dating exclusively black men. I've never been that girl. I've always dated, whoever I'm attracted to. I'm attracted to white, black, Asian, Cherokee, goddamn it, Peruvian. I don't give a fuck what you are, as long as you treat me right and you love me and you respect me, and the same goes for my son and my family. So I think that women in general, whether you black or whatever, you should not be so bogged down by just dating men of your race. If you want to date strictly black men, that's all up on you. Most of power to you. But I'm the person that will date any and every one. So she invites them to the community bail fund race that she's throwing so they can meet them some eligible bachelors. So back at the farm, the tractor now all of a sudden ain't working. Look at Satan. Won't he do it? So Ralph Angel needs it fixed ASAP because he doesn't want to miss out on planting soybeans this harvest. It will bring in extra money. So Mr. Prosper tells him it's a good idea and that his dad would be proud of him. So then Ralph Angel gets a phone call from Hollywood, and Hollywood trying to act like he just called and check up on everybody. And Ralph Angel like, nigga, I know you called and check on my Aunt Vi. If you want to talk to her, I suggest you call her yourself, because I'm not getting between you and this young Larissa's ass bullshit you got going on with my auntie. So at the club, Violet scratching her Oprah wig and shit, talking about Hollywood not answering her phone calls. And I'm like, look, Amy, I love you, but you're not about to ruin my night. Fuck that nigga. Let's get out here on this good dance floor and show these motherfuckers what we working with. So they all go out on the dance floor, and I peeped that Aunt Vi got on a cute little crop top. Like, y'all got Aunt Vi fucked up. Aunt Vi don't give a fuck if she in her 50s, bitch, and if she geriatric. She about to throw this good old pussy on somebody in this club. Mind you, she drunk. So we see Charlie just stop dancing because she notices that Davis' dirty dick ass is in the club with some little young bitch. And I'm like, this nigga ain't learned shit, goddammit. So she goes over to him and asks, what do you think you're doing? And she says, the fact that you're here with this Kardashian wannabe and not with your son on his birthday like you're supposed to be, or that you're with this in public, when we have worked so hard to control the press about our situation. He says Micah is 16 and wants to be with his girlfriend. He blew me off. First of all, little light-skinned fish. How about, hey, how you doing, before you just come over trying to check somebody? And then he said, look around, ain't nobody feeling me, ain't nobody tripping off of it. So I'll Violet bring her old drunk ass over there and her crop top and her Oprah wig and talk about who the hell you think you talking to? After all she done done for you, after how she protected you, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Parading around with this little low-life hussy. And then the little white bitch tried to jump up like she about to do something. And Nova said, don't you do it, bitch. I will body slam your ass. Try me if you want to. So the bitch sit the fuck down. She ain't crazy. She know these three hoes will jump her. So Davis has his security escort on Vi. She's like, don't you touch me. Get your hands off me. You don't know who the hell I am. And Charlie say, how do you even look at yourself at night? And I'm like, well, bitch, you can ask yourself the same thing, because you so on yourself, half the devil your goddamn self. So Aunt Vi is at her house. Well, all the girls are at Aunt Vi's house, and Charlie's sitting on the couch reminiscing on how she and Davis used to be and how it feels to see him now with another woman, and she wonders just why they as women just can't get it the fuck together. And I'm like, shit, bitch, all of us wondering the same damn thing. So Darla is at one of her AA meetings that she hasn't been to in a while, and she's talking about loving being with Ralph Angel and her son, how this is the happiest that she's ever been, but that they're having a family dinner that she does not want to go to because she's afraid that she'll be looked at like she's dirty. She just doesn't feel 100% strong enough to be around this family that she knows low-key don't really the fuck like her. So everyone is at Ivan's house, and Ralph Angel tells them that the tractor broke down and how he's trying to plant soybeans. And here comes Charlie ass, and she's mad because he didn't tell her this. And Charlie suggests they buy a new tractor, but Ralph Angel says that the mechanic only charged him $5 since he did some of the work himself. And Ivan and Nova congratulate him on his fast thinking, but Charlie is still pressed to say if we had gotten a new tractor, we could write off the depreciation and save more in the long run. Fixing the old tractor that's outlived its value is like stepping over $1 to get a dime. Cute line, but bitch, why you just can't be nice to your brother? Like, just be like, good job, you know. This bitch is just like hard to get a compliment out of Charlie. Like, goddamn, her light skin ass antics get on my nerves. So everybody just shrugged her off, and they're all waiting on Darla to come and show up. So Micah is in his car. He's, riding, trying to get to Aunt Vi's house for that good old Juneteenth dinner that they're about to have. And he gets pulled over by the police in his new car. And his dad calls him, but he doesn't pick up. So this old white officer comes over and tells him to roll the window down. And Michael's like, I got to turn back on the engine in order to do that, sir. This is not a 1965 Buick. This is some old new shit. So he's nervous. I'm nervous because I have a son, and God forbid, this is one thing I worry about with him, growing up, being out here in this world, that the police will one day fuck with him. And then it just reminded me of the whole Philando Castile thing, and his murder by the police and the verdict that just came back last week. It's just too much too soon, Jesus. And my heart is just beating. I'm damn near on the verge of tears watching this thing. And Mike is like, I wasn't speeding. Do you mind telling me what this is about? And the officer says, you live out here? And Micah says, yeah. He's like, yeah. Like, you ain't gonna say yes, sir, to me? Bitch, who the fuck are you? So the officer says, new car? And he was like, yeah, birthday present. So he asked to see his license, and Micah looks in his pocket, but realizes he left his ID at home. And officers tells him to hand over his registration. Micah then goes to reach for the registration, and the officer gets nervous because he a little light-skinned, Drake-looking ass little boy for whatever reason, and pulls his gun out and tells him to get out of the car and to place his hands up. And I'm like, Jesus, Bill, I ain't got time for this shit. So Ivan tells Charlie, you see what you want to see, but we see Ralph Angel busting his butt to make this farm work. Charlie says, so am I. And Ivan says, you got multiple degrees to back up what you know. It wouldn't hurt you to affirm him sometimes instead of trying to keep him underneath your thumb. And Charlie says, I know what it's like to be under someone's thumb. The Wall Street guys won't give me the loan unless David signs off on it. And Nova says, just ask him to do this. One last favor for you. He owes you that much. So Darla arrives late from her AA meeting. I think she brought like some macaroni and cheese or something. I don't know why I don't want to eat none of Darla food. And it ain't because she an alcoholic drug addict. It just looked like she can't cook for shit. So Ralph Angel talks to her outside, and he wants to know why she still needs to go to her meetings and asks if she's slipping. I'm like, Ralph Angel, cuz you need to be happy she going to these motherfucking meetings instead of out here smoking on a crack pipe. What the fuck? So she doesn't want to mess up and explains there's no cure for her disease and that the meetings and her sponsor helps her because she can't stay clean alone. And he tells her that she's not alone and she's all, happy that he's supporting her and everything. I'm like, be that backbone that she needs. Be that support system that she needs for you. This is Dawn's like a little fragile little wounded bird, and she just want to cool. So they all decide to eat dinner without Micah. And I just wanted a piece of that lamb. I mean, I'm about to cook the fuck out that lamb. So Charlie gets a phone call after they say grace from David saying Micah is ignoring his phone calls. And she tells him she'll have him call him as soon as he gets in for dinner. And David says he left my house hours ago. So she says maybe he's with Kiki, let me call her. But she called Kiki, and Kiki like, he ain't with me. So Nova's like, he might have ran out of gas and his phone died. So Aunt Vi calls Hollywood. You know, that's just her excuse to call him. You know, that's what we do as women. When something bad happens, we use that as an excuse to call our ex-boo things so we have a reason to talk to his ass without seeming thirsty. And so she tells him that Micah is missing. He's like, you know, he's fine. He probably out with his friends. He calmed her down. She's like, see, this is why I love you. You always there for me. And she tells him that she wants to see him. And he says, me too. Like, get your man back, Aunt Vi. Get that good old young dick back, girl. So Charlie finds Micah's car in the middle of the street. She sees his phone is in the car. She's freaking out like out of her hood. And so Nova gets a call that he's been found. And we see Micah at the police station in handcuffs, and he is just freaking out. He is nervous, child. This child is shaking like a whore in church. And so Micah asks to make a phone call, but the officer says that after the other 400 people are in front of you. So he just even more like distraught because he like, I ain't gonna never get the fuck out of here. I'm probably not gonna ever go home again. Like, what the hell? And they put him in a holding cell with all these other criminals and stuff. And he just scared. And I'm just like, Lord Jesus, please don't ever let that happen to my child. And I know it's especially an African-American mother of a child. This is what we all fear for our children, that they one day will be mishandled by the police just because of their skin color. Oh my God. So Nova, Charlie go down to the precinct, and Charlie demands to see Micah, but they looking at her like, who are you, black bitch? Like, who the fuck are you? And so Nova, knowing how the system works, and knowing how these motherfuckers are, she acts more calmly. And so they look up his name, but they don't see it in the system. And Davis comes in, and officers perk up because they see this NBA player, and you know, they love us when we play a sport, but other than that, they don't give a fuck about us. So he tells her to let him handle it. And the officers oblige him, but say they still don't see, you know, Micah's name in the system. He said, well, can you check the holding cell? The officers ask for a selfie, and, you know, he does it, and Charlie looking at him like, you old Uncle Tom, coon-ass nigga. And I'm like, bitch, he knew what the fuck he got to do to get y'all son up out that goddamn holding cell. You better shut the fuck up. So Micah comes out, and Charlie hugs him really tight. And so then we see Nova and Micah walk out of the precinct together, and she sees that he's just all over the place, and then she looks down to see that he wet himself, and that just broke my heart. I was like, oh my God, poor baby. And she covers him up with her cardigan, and she says, ain't nothing to be ashamed about. And I'm like, you sure right, because bitch, I would have been in that motherfucker pissing and shitting all over myself too, because ain't none of you niggas about to touch me and get up in my booty hole. So Charlie yells at Davis. He was arrested for driving while black, and then you go and make it worse with your step and fetch it act. And David says you can't stand there for once you don't have control, that you don't have the answers. Yeah, I may have danced for those white boys in there, but I'm the reason he's free. And they don't realize that Mike is standing there watching this whole entire argument go down, and they shut the fuck up finally. And then Davis assures Michael that he'll be all right and that they'll get through whatever happened in there together. He hugs him, and Michael hugs him back, and they finally have an endearing father-son moment after everything that's happened in their family. And so Darla, after dinner, tells Ralph Angel that she won't be coming back to his house that night because everything is moving too fast for her. And that she's wanted this for so long, that she dreamed about this, but that she needs to take a step back because she doesn't want to play house with him anymore because it's too dangerous for her. And I was like, girl, that was a line. Because these men will have us living in the house with them, cooking and cleaning and sleeping in the bed and feeling like we a whole family and ain't not nail ring on our finger. And you get lost in that moment. But in any moment, these motherfuckers will be quick to tell you, you ain't my girl, we ain't together, you ain't my wife, da-da-da-da. She ain't trying to do that. She's not trying to go down that rabbit hole once again. And she's trying to protect her heart, protect herself, and she knows she's fragile, and she knows that if anything bad happens between them two, that she will probably go back to using. So I felt like that was a good decision for her to step back and to slow things down. And so he says, are you breaking up with me? And she says, I don't think so. We need to be able to stand on our own before we can stand together. And I was like, you better say no word, Beyonce, little sister. So Ralph Angel says, as long as we're not breaking up. And she says, no, we're just slowing it down. And it was just so cute. And I just love Ralph Angel. So Nova, at the end of the episode, we see her waking up in the bed with another old strange-ass Caucasian. And then we see Charlie go and check on Micah, but he does not want to talk about what happened. And then at the end of the episode, we see Charlie forging Davis's name on the papers for the meal. And I was like, see, I told you had some devil in you. Your ass ain't clean, bitch. I give this season 2 premiere episode of Queen Sugar A+. It was phenomenal. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. What was your thoughts on Micah getting arrested? on Nova this season so far, on Charlie Davis, on Bob. Let me know what you're feeling on Darla and Ralph Angel. I love this show. There will be another episode tomorrow, so I'll be back with episode 2 review. Make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell buttons if you have not. And also, the Color Me Pink June Book Club pick is She Rode the Bus. The link will be down below in the description box. And as well, my new novel, Cranes in the Sky, is available right now on Kindle and the paperback. The links are also down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!